Hey everybody, Dan here with Pain Free You. Today's topic is going to be your brain is a prediction machine. So take a couple of breaths first, relax your body so that your breathing can take on a normal pace. Breathe in the trust that your body knows what to do. Exhale the fear. Breathe in the knowledge that your body's natural state is wellness. Exhale the fear. All right, so I heard this concept and I agree with it completely. Your brain is a prediction machine. What that means is your brain's job is safety and survival, first and foremost. If you can't find happiness, it's because happiness is way down the list on priorities. So safety and survival is the brain's job. It's been doing it since the moment you were conceived, and it will do it until the moment you eventually pass away, hopefully in many, many, many decades. So the prediction machine, since the brain's trying to keep us safe and alive, it's always taking in millions of bits of information at all times. And it is running it against the memories and experiences of the past and formulating a prediction about what this information, based on what it knows about the past, means for your future. And it is predicting our future. So when we look at the concept called perceived danger pain, the brain is, let's say you touch a hot stove. The brain gets that signal from the hand that says, I'm touching metal. Now your brain has to take in the fact that you are standing in front of a stove that's been turned on for a while. You just touched metal. And with all of that information, the brain predicts, if I don't move that hand quickly, I am going to be burnt. And so that's the prediction, instantly. And so it creates a very sharp pain to get us to yank our hand away quickly. And so this desire to keep us safe has an alarm system, right? It's a warning system. That's all pain is. It's a warning system. And as the brain interprets everything that's going on and runs it against the database of our past, it makes predictions. This is dangerous. In my case, I had 13 years of back pain. Most of my major flare-ups occurred when I bent over to do something. Pick something up, lean over a desk, whatever it may be. And it started leaning over to put on my underwear, of all things. And so the brain, in its desire to keep me safe, would create pain every time I'd bend over, because based on past experience and the knowledge that I am bending over, it predicted I'm doing something dangerous and would always give me pain to warn me. Be careful, don't do that. And in some cases, the onset of pain was extremely acute, very strong, major muscle spasm, some that virtually dropped me to my knees. Not virtually, literally in a couple of cases. And so my brain was always predicting bending over is dangerous, and therefore we need a certain amount of pain and discomfort to keep him from bending over in an effort to keep me safe. And that's all that was going on for 13 years. Now, my own thinking, doctors, chiropractors, the mainstream media, the articles that you'd read in the magazines about the proper way to lift. Don't carry this, don't carry that. At one point they were even telling kids, don't carry a backpack with too many books in it because you'll injure your back. And there was so much programming out there that we're these frail and easily broken beings, that it created a lot of fear. And with a fearful brain fed by a lot of misinformation, the predictions by our brains oftentimes involved, you're doing something dangerous, I got to warn you, here's some pain. So fear and attention are the two things that will take an acute onset of TMS, perceived danger pain, and make it chronic or persistent. Fear and attention. Because if we're fearful, we're feeding this prediction engine with oh no, something bad's going to happen. Wake up in the morning, I feel the discomfort, and the brain predicts that it's going to be a really awful day, which affects us emotionally, mentally, and, of course, physically, because now we've got the symptoms throughout the whole day, which we now have to contend with and navigate our day. And emotionally, it's very disturbing. Many of us go through a lot of despair, worry, sadness, anger, grief, right? Even rage at the fact that my body's quitting on me. I'm not even that old, and look at what's going on with me. My body's failing. That's just more misinformation, right? And so I truly believe that the brain is a prediction machine. And what that means is our expectations can shape our futures, right? And I did a video not long ago about expectations. A few days back, a week back, I don't know. And if we expect the best, we're more likely to get it. There's something called predictive coding. Predictive coding means that if you expect something, your brain can literally create it, poof, out of thin air. That's what predictive coding means. And so, if expectations can shape our realities, and we know that it's because our brain is a prediction machine, we may as well feed into it the predictions that we want and that we are encouraging our brain to create for us. Because if you're predicting a lifetime of despair, disability, pain, agony, limited life, housebound, bedbound even, if that's what you're predicting and expecting, it's much more likely to happen than if you recognize that the whole thing is fed by fear and perceived danger, and that you're not actually broken, and that we can actually change the input into this prediction machine. We can change the expectations. We can change the way we respond to our symptoms and our pains and come out with a different result. Because our brain is literally that capable that if it can create these symptoms and pains, it can turn them off. And again, since most chronic pain, the vast majority of it, is based on misinformation and fear, well, if we correct the misinformation with the accurate knowledge of what's actually going on, that will allow us to dial down the fear so that we can start expecting better, start doing more, and we end up with a different result. I saw a comment this morning on YouTube. Somebody actually said, "Hey Dan, the best advice you ever gave was to start living my life again." And after years of not doing that and lots of challenges, I'm a month out of starting to re-engage in life, and I'm already seeing progress, which means emotionally she's in a better state, mentally she's in a better state, but most importantly, physically she's in a better state. And it's so important that when you realize what's going on and that you're not truly broken, not mentally, physically, or emotionally, and you start to expect better things and start engaging in life more, you can get a different result. The brain, subconscious brain, is controlling everything. So how do we influence that? With our conscious brain. Accurate knowledge, acceptance that this is what's going on with me, an expectation that, well, if other human beings have gotten better, I can certainly do that too. And so the expectation is that I can get well. And then we start feeding this prediction machine and this predictive coding mechanism to start expecting the best, and you can absolutely change your outcome. And I see it over and over again. People watching my free stuff, getting better, thanking me. People in my group program who wanted a little bit more direct attention and help, they're starting to get better. They're seeing results. They're engaging in life. And so utilize the system, how it's designed and how we were created and how we work, how we function. And instead of allowing our fearful brain to feed this prediction machine with nothing more than dread and worry about the future, understand what's going on, that you're truly not in danger. And if we feed this predictive coding mechanism and our prediction machine brain with the inputs that we want to get out on the other side, the brain will go to work for you and make that happen. So this stuff is super cool. I'm always fascinated by this. I'll hear about these concepts and think, how does this apply to TMS and perceived danger, pain, or symptoms? And I kind of put it together and like presenting these ideas because the more we understand about how the brain and pain and our system works, the more accurate knowledge we have to dial down this fear so that we can shift our attention towards living life more. So that's what I got for you. Hope you're having a fantastic weekend. Love you guys and gals, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.